Yeah, it's like with my other character, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Like, I'm taking on two snow crabs. I mean, I know that's probably not impressive for the level I am, but I'm just saying, like, with my other character, like, this was a nightmare. Yep, I just need that one more hit. Now, I wonder, that's one of the things I've been curious about, like, are Dark Souls enemies scripted to, kind of, and I'm not saying that they don't have a stamina, rule, but I'm wondering, like, it might be an interesting, thing where when, one of the enemies has, like, really low health, some of the enemies might be scripted to kind of like forsake their stamina rule, and like that might be why you notice how like you try to finish that one enemy off, and the enemies start getting really ferocious, and start to be able to kind of combo strings together like in ways that they've never done before to stun lock you to death. Like I wonder if that's some kind of script. Like I know it's a little off topic, but I'm just kind of curious because I noticed that. Yeah, when I just needed that one more hit, this crab here got really aggressive, and it almost tried to lock me out of getting that hit. Or alternatively, if I decided to get greedy and try to like get that hit no matter what, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy it because I would have died like immediately afterwards. So I'm just wondering. I just wondered if stuff like that. But yeah, we got so much information here. Good night. Yeah, from this DLC. I really like that it answers like a lot of questions. I have to start looking for the new ones that it brings up because, like, I don't know, like I kind of look at the Soul series a little different from most people. And especially since Dark Souls 3 kind of completes, I would say, my suspicion on certain aspects of the lore. So I'm comfortable with not having all the answers to everything, and some things are supposed to be a mystery. Not because you can't find them out, but because, like, for example, this painted world, like, this was created, from someone's imagination. If I'm interpreting it right, like I'm just saying it from a standpoint of like, we know that that character can paint worlds as a home, so it's likely that that character painted them, or maybe someone related to her or close to her, or that taught her how to do it. Either way, we know it's a painting. So the thing is, it's like to try to discover everything about this place. I mean, it's not pointless, but it's sort of like, well, I mean, it was just created, and this is like a place for a bunch of abominations and outcasts. Like, it's really that simple, but it's sort of like the more interesting thing are the people outside of it who are either pulled in, came in, or decided to live here. And their stories are kind of what makes this place what it is, because, like I said before, the outcasts aren't just, I mean, some of them are. They're not just these weak things, like, or just, we're hideous, or nobody will accept us, or, something silly like that. But it's more like, oh.
"'Tis good to see ye. What needs smithing this day?"
What? Oh, yeah, okay, so this is me doing an equipment check. Okay. Oh, I love that weapon so much. Okay. Okay, so this uses twinkling. So yeah, this shield here, I could not pass up on this ability. This shield gives you the ability to regen health. So it goes perfectly with the style that this character uses, where they're more about controlling the pace of the fight. And whilst, my opponent is, because people in Dark Souls, like, they like to be trolls. So whilst they're mimicking my style for no other reason other than to, I guess, show me how annoying it is or say, oh, I can do it too. I'm doing it because it goes with my character. They're doing it to be annoying. So whilst they're wasting time trying to mock me, my character's healing up. And so they're pressured to try to do something about it. So whilst they're getting weaker, I'm constantly staying the same. So it's this sort of man versus machine type ordeal going on.
Ashen 1.
Oh.
Ashen thou.
Yeah, there's this whole man versus machine deal going on. And I end up winning in the end. Because once they start falling into the trap of becoming super aggressive or, oh my goodness, I need to kill them, and, you know, they stop trying to, you know, be careful, I can pretty much just, unleash
Ashen 1.
Unleash a wrath on them, so. I think here I realized that that's not going to be enough souls, so. Yeah, I sell quite a bit of these souls off that I've been holding on to for a while, because I don't plan on using them. Yeah, I didn't plan on using them, so I was like,
Ashen 1.
Ashen, thou wish then call. I am of doused. Very well, then taken.
Okay, so I think I wanted to meet the requirements to use that shield, so I needed 12 strength. Excuse me. And I think I end up eventually going to level 202. By the end of this DLC. I do want to go eventually to 120 though. It's just like it's really tough to get souls. Like if I found a good place to farm souls, I might do something like that, but I don't know.
Ashen.
Okay.
It is good, wasn't he?
Okay, so I end up getting another Titanite chunk. Okay, so I remember. So I end up using the Titanite chunk here. Okay, the slab, I'm sorry. And then I end up getting another slab. I think I was debating on whether I wanted to use that for these quills or for my shield. Yeah.
Ready.
Okay. Yep. See, when I compared it to the old one I had, no reason. Not only does it match, and not only does it look really good, because I think originally I did want the oh, look at that thing. It's lovely. Yeah, I think I originally did want the Pontiff shield or the that move there. Lovely. The Gale Swipe is what I call it. It's really like the Crow Quill. That's all. I forgot they're called like thin blades or something like that, where it creates like an illusionary copy of them. Like I guess Kung Lao's hat from Mortal Kombat, where you throw it out and then they return to the owner type thing. So yeah, it's really good. Oh, I did use these. Okay, so I ended up using them against against this guy here. I don't remember his name, so okay. I want to remember what his name was, so hold on. Gotta pay attention. Cause this fight, I tried this with one of my other characters. Now I beat it, mind you, but it took me like 10 tries. Like it was crazy. I was like, I need help. Like I had to summon help to beat this because, like, this fight has phases to it. Like, all right, we'll go ahead and watch it. You'll see. Yeah, I had difficulty dealing with him with this weapon. Yeah, I couldn't do anything. Now, the cool thing was, I think I eventually started to understand what was happening, and I whipped out the S-Stock. I'm surprised I didn't do it sooner, because I realized that this weapon, yeah, it blocks and attacks at the same time, so... The S-Stock is the natural counter to this weapon. I think either that, or the Mailbreaker. And I think a Stora's Spear also has Shield Splitter. I'm not sure how many weapons actually have that, but yeah, any Shield Splitter type weapon is a natural counter to that. So this is how, in the arena, I started beating people who use this weapon. Like, from him. For fighting him is how I found out how to beat it. Now, there's another strat. I think it's nearly as good, but the horse hoof ring. For anyone who likes the horse hoof ring or who doesn't really think it's all that great, if you have the horse hoof ring and a high crit weapon like one of those hammers like the yarn hammer thing, yeah, that combined with the horse hoof ring, like this guy's a breeze. Like, because that's how I eventually beat him, was I kept kicking his guard open when he attacked. And we would trade sometimes, but for the most part, like, I would get him and then I would just crit him to death, so. But this is where stuff gets really complicated. This freaking wolf. Oh. Like, the way he moves, like, it's just so annoying. Like, you would think because he's a big character, he can't move through like these little tight spaces, but no, he can get all up in here and quickly too. Like the way he moves is so annoying. And now that I think about it, yeah, he has a similar moveset to those weird rat things in Haunted that you fight to get the Fat Ring, or the Ring of Favor. Yeah, I think I do kill him. But I don't win this fight, so. That was worth it. I just wanted to see him die. It's like Fort's move. I wonder if Fort learned that. Oh, but yeah, I was meaning to say, you get to see where the Abyss Watchers got. Yeah, okay, he fights a lot like those things, man. Okay, so I'm thinking those things, that might be more like what Vord is. It's those things from the sewer. But yeah, they fight a lot like this thing here. So I'm guessing wolves are like really respected in the painted world. Like they're sort of considered majestic, because that's another thing I noticed is like usually the relationship between boss fights is pet and master. But that fight seems more like not a pet master type relationship, because I guess a human can never really be a pet to an animal, but sort of like you have a champion or some kind of fighter and an obviously greater fighter, which would be the wolf. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. The wolf is the obviously greater fighter. So yeah, it's just unique, like seeing that type of relationship. And it also kind of makes me curious, like, about a lot of relationships. Like, so I'm wondering, are the two wolves, how did I forget? Sif. I'm wondering if Sif is from here, and I'm also wondering if Farron is from here. So, and that also puts me on another topic. Is I didn't really want to particularly speak about the Abyss, not the Abyss Watchers, but like the whole story of like Artorias and all of that. Cause I don't know, like I wanted to finish my Truth in the Fire series, but like lore, it's kind of like I don't know. Like I am interested in the lore, but it's like I don't know if that's a thing that like yeah, sit down. Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing that's for me. Like I can do lore, but it's like I'm so lost. Yeah, I don't think he survived this onslaught. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. He wasn't surviving. I was kind of disappointed he didn't wreck him harder. Yeah, it's like this fight's pretty easy when you have help. And that's another thing is from my other character, I kind of know how he moves. So she said this thing can go through your shield is all I don't like. Just like Vort's, like if it hits you at a weird angle, it'll go like right through you. So, yeah, and as you can see how he moves, he kind of. I mean, the Abyss Watchers move like him. Like I was gonna say, he moves like the Abyss Watchers, but that's not true. Like the Abyss Watchers obviously move like him. And as you can see, the little tornado move that he does, like that's directly where they got that from. Like there's no debating that they got that little move, yeah, that they do from him. Like, or like his kind, like whatever. Species of wolf he is, or clan of wolf that he is, like they got it. No doubt about that. And there you have it. So now I can talk about the arena. That arena though. So I don't think that I started doing any fights right away. But yeah, I thought that like accessing the arena, like you had to like pray to that altar or whatever, but I was wrong. You don't have to do that at all. A bonfire appears here, and I didn't see it at first. So yeah, I felt kind of silly.
I see flame. Flame flickering once again. Not enough blood yet, Shade. My flail. Bring me my flail. Frida. What stops thine ears? Please, my flail. Right away. Bring Friede to me, please. Canst thou not see the flame flickering once again? Soon will it surge. I can see it, feel it.
Fret not, Father. We have no need of thy flail. 'Tis only the flame quivering at misguided ash. Please avert thine eyes. I will snuff out these ashes for good.
There you have it. Air of fire destroyed. That fight was fun. Yeah, I just need to point out, like, that fight, oh! I think it's probably just because of the type of character that I have. I understood her perfectly. Like, I'm so disappointed that I didn't use hit body in this fight, but it was so intense and the stakes kept piling up so high that, like, my first fight was just like, I need to go into Corvian Knight mode here and just be as ferocious as possible. So the fight ended up, yeah, looking exactly like that. So, that was great. That, I don't know, like that, to me, yeah, that was worth it. Now, I've been hearing from some people that the DLC is too short. I think it's just right because you got to remember Dark Souls 3 is already a long game, so it didn't need to be extended anymore to an unreasonable degree. Like, if you think about it, with Dark Souls, the game that you already have, like, that's about, I was able to beat it in, I would say, about 2 hours. You can beat it much faster. Like me, it was mostly because I was dying and you know, I just wanted specific stuff. So. But I mean, if you really wanted to just run through this and just beat like a lot of the bosses, like you can probably do it in under an hour. So that's about, if you're really going to enjoy the actual game. Oh.
I haven't forgotten, Mother. I can hear the fire crackle, and soon I will see it. My thanks, Ashen One. I will finish the painting of a cold, dark, and very gentle place, so that it might make a home for someone someday. My thanks, Ashen One.
Yeah, so if you actually want to enjoy the game, it's about 2 hours more of content. Like 2 hours more, that's just good. And then there's a third one coming. Like, well, not even a third one, but extra DLC. So there's that. But you gotta remember, for anyone who thinks it's short, this is what the DLC is all about. The lifeline of this game. The arena mode. This gives you endless hours. This is almost like the perfect chalice dungeon. Like, I know with the chalice dungeons, they wanted to create infinite gameplay where it's infinite amount of possibilities. This is the legit chalice dungeon for Dark Souls 3. The arena. Like, I live here. So, you're going to see my first and ever fight in the arena, and trust me, it gets worse after this. Like, so this guy, I suspect I might have fought him before, because he kind of, like, you know, he's trying to counter, like, all my old habits, and I don't have them anymore, because I'm a Corvian Knight now, so I can zone from all different ranges, and you get to see him get the worst of it. Like, this was so funny. Like, he did so well, but like, that extra boost, that being like, I have the ferocity of a Corvian Knight now, so I fight carefully and precise like an assassin, but if I need to, I can go berserk on you. So that's all I needed. So like, this character, I'm really convinced they're complete now. Like, any other additions I think would just be overpowered. Like, I think this build would be just overpowered, and I don't think it would be fun anymore. But it's perfect. Like, oh, I have my ferocity, I have my precision. It's just, oh, this character's so skilled. So, yep. So I guess enjoy the fight, and I'll see you next time. Later.